I'm gonna tell you a story. And the first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the call. Alright, so gonna be a quick follow up on a couple things. First, a quick update. Saw this thing about an oathing stone, so I made this thing called as a Path of Money. I don't know if it's actually a thing, I just made it a thing, but it's basically a stone that is, has a bunch of blessings on it. And it's actually consecrated, literally with the word consecrate as part of the blessing spell, or blessing mantra, I should say. And it's modeled after this thing I saw about a stone for doing marriages for hand fasting. I was like, that is awesome, and I want to have one. So I made one. This is some Palo Santo. I'm gonna do a little sagey weighty, because after I do the update, I'm gonna do the actual part of what this video is about. So I'll do some cleansing by way of Palo Santo. Palo Santo is great stuff. At the same time as I tell you about the main part of this video, I got some stuff at Headlines. Headlines is in a couple different places. Some, shout out to a place where I got some supplies. I got some pretty baller incense. So like 7 chakra green tea. It has a green tree company, and has Palo Santo in it actually. Also Dragon's Blood Angel Dust. That's funny. Anyway, spiritual yoga and California White. I believe that is a mix in there. So, update from the reversing spell by water. So I had a couple different bottles, and I ended up getting some surprisingly good shatter on 2 of them. I had a total of 4 jars. One I had just like the top pop off, for the bottom basically I ended up flipping it over in order to end up getting it to work. But this is the last one that I ended up doing, and it had such a strange reaction. Check this out. It literally popped a hole where it was being heated the most, because I think because the blowtorch, you can actually see some of the I don't know if you can really see it, but there's some of the sealant that was some of the gasket sealer that I was using to get a good pressure lock on some of these things. It's basically what turned this thing all crusty and white, is got some of it got on here. But pressing on, I've already drank the water from the reversing spell by iron, and by now I've actually also tossed the earth out the back door for reversing spell by earth. So those are all done. Obviously, you saw me at least light the candle; those burned out. And let's see. All right, I think I'm going to move on to the actual purpose of this video. This is actually another instructional video. So this is a specific thing I got from an ex-girlfriend. This is just an amazing piece. Like, this is just an amazing spell. And it's pretty specifically for protecting yourself from dark forces, which is a pretty oblique and general meaning, but it's pretty awesome. So I don't think she'd have a general problem with me sharing it. I hope not. So if anyone, I'm not going to mention her by name because that I feel like would be inappropriate. Like, I know she's on YouTube a lot, so if a certain group of people in Haverhill end up seeing any of these videos and they realize, I know that dude. What's he doing? Wait a minute. Is he talking about her? Yeah, I am talking about her. I got this spell from her. If she sees this video, or if you all see this video and you redirect her to it, if you want me to credit you, I will credit you later. I'm not going to now, specifically for your privacy. So, please understand, I'm not trying to be a D-bag. I'm actually trying to be, respectful of your privacy and stuff. And, we're not on speaking terms, so I can't exactly, call you up and be like, hey, can I share this? But it's a defensive thing, like the other 5 videos. And if you, have come to this, if that person actually is seeing this, before having seen the other 5, I'm doing this one after the other 5. So like, I definitely didn't decide to do this first. Just putting that out there. All right, so this is a taper candle. Um, you can I was taught to do it with a white taper. This is a white taper that can color change that I got at Headlines because my local store was selling them for like $6 for 2 white tapers, and I was like, that is a lot for 2 candles. I'm just saying, like, I feel like you can get them for like $3 or 2 in most places. It seems like a lot. Then I got these for like 2 at Headlines for like $8. So like, for the purposes of a video, it seemed reasonable. So, you take a white taper, you write, you start at the top and you carve a line that I carved with this. I think it's an embroidery needle, but it's very blunt tip. It's not sharp at all. Like, it would hurt if you really poke someone with it because of not being sharp specifically. And then start at the top, and then you go down to the top where it, the I don't know how many people actually know tapers that well, but tapers have like a cone top, and then they have sort of like a break, and at the break you start writing abracadabra as a single line going around. And when you get to the bottom, you have to go around 3 times, and you go all the way to the bottom of the candle. So, it's really hard to see, and I'm assuming like you're gonna have to take on faith on this that I actually wrote abracadabra on it. But it's like it's a very well known word. I've actually done this particular thing with writing abracadabra in Hebrew at least once because I thought that was like a pretty baller thing. In point of fact, this is a variant of. So there is an abracadabra charm in this. I've basically done. I've looked through this book, and I've actually, in addition to the 5 spells I showed you in chapter 2, I've basically done most everything in this book. So I should probably actually give it back to my brother. But anyway, this is an example of what I'm talking about. This is abracadabra written in Hebrew. So that is something that I've done. So you take this spell, I've written it in English in this case. You take this candle and you write abracadabra in it, single line. Then you get to the bottom, you take the last A, wrap it around 3 times. Then you take 3 drops of blood. 1 at the top, 1 on the A, and 1, can't really see it because it's dried, goes right there. So, take that, get all 3, and that is basically the complete charm. You put it in a candle, you light it, and it's supposed to be, just generally speaking, a very good protective charm. It's like, you're kind of gonna have to believe me on this one, but like if you look down at it at the right angle, you're supposed to see the flame sort of split into 3 ways. If it does that, and it's like, both my ex and I wear glasses, so like you can believe like, oh, they were both a bunch of hippies. Maybe they were fighting, but they agreed to see the same thing. Whatever, you can believe that if you want. But like that was part of how you know it working. You look down at it at the right angle, and you see like the flame splits in 3 ways. That's basically one way you can know it's definitely working. If you're not really in trouble, no one's actually after you. It shouldn't be really that big a deal. Yeah, that's the abracadabra defensive candle. And again, if my ex sees this, I'm sorry I didn't ask you before sharing this, but like we're not talking, so like honest apologies. But like I feel like considering what this is for, I really don't think you'd have a problem with me sharing it like as like helping keep people safe. So like please understand, no matter how much like you may hate me or you may think I hate you, I actually do in fact respect you enough to believe that you want people to be safe. So there is that. Anyway, moving on. That is the end of my video for today. So I think this is one of my longer ones, but is Oracle, because I'm the one who's talking to you. Ooh, quick show off before I go. I've been working on a Solomonic holy table for Gotio, and this is where I'm at right now. Added a unicursal hexagram from Telema, because I thought that might be pretty baller and making it function correctly. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, this Oracle, I'm the one who's talking to you. Breathe safely, everyone.